So, you've already seen a world where the Entente won World War I. And a world where the Central Powers won World War I. But what if this was a world where no one won World War I? A shift in the timeline occurred during the Russo-Japanese War. In our timeline, Japan won the war, but this time, a stone hit the time traveler as the Russian Baltic Fleet was passing through the Tsushima Strait to support the Russian army in Vladivostok. This guy, as you know, in our universe, he led the Japanese fleet to victory in the Battle of Tsushima, securing Japan's triumph over Russia. But in this universe, well, let's just say he made a little mistake. Anyway, Japan did not win the Battle of Tsushima. As a result, the Baltic Fleet was able to reach Vladivostok and support the Russian army. The disastrous war finally ended. Russia occupied northeastern China, also known as Manchuria. Pyotr Arkadyevich Stolypin. Stolypin served as the third prime minister and minister of the interior of the Russian Empire. He was hailed as the greatest social and economic reformer in Russian history. The reforms he initiated brought unprecedented growth to the Russian state. Until he was assassinated. But, this time, when the assassin fired, the bullet went off course and hit Nicholas. By the way, this guy was a left-wing revolutionary. When the public found out, sympathy for the monarchy and support for right-wing parties surged dramatically, paving the way for Stolypin's second term in office. As for the throne, it was succeeded by Alexei. Next, in 1913, on the eve of the Second Balkan War, Bulgaria is preparing to attack Serbia. Russia wanted to pass through Romania to assist Serbia, but Romania sought protection from Germany and Austria-Hungary. This crisis triggered the outbreak of World War I in this universe. In this world, Germany successfully defeated France in 1917, but became bogged down in a stalemate with Russia. As the war dragged on, strikes and uprisings swept across Russia. Eventually, Stolypin resigned as prime minister. Meanwhile, Britain's blockade of Germany led to severe famine, forcing the Kaiser to agree to peace with the Allies. And a Spartacist revolution broke out in Berlin, and a nationwide civil war erupted. As for Russia, due to the destruction caused by the war in southern Russia, famine began to spread across the country. Large-scale uprisings erupted in Ukraine, Belarus, and Central Asia. To make matters worse, Tsar Alexei died during this time. The revolutionaries seized the opportunity and launched a civil war. And just like in our world, Kolchak still served as the leader of the White Army. As for Germany, the German Civil War has ended, resulting in a split between the Red Germany in the mainland and the German Empire in East Prussia. Fast forward to 1926. Although the Civil War finally came to an end, Russia still lost Ukraine, Belarus, Lithuania, and Poland in the west. Under the leadership of Marshal Piłsudski, these four countries formed the Intermarium Federation to resist the threat from Russia. As for Russia, when the Socialist Revolutionary Party attempted to declare a republic, it enraged the right-wing factions. They launched a military coup and backed Kolchak to serve as regent. They arrested and executed most of the socialists and democrats, while the remaining ones fled to northern Manchuria and established Yellow Russia. As for southern Manchuria, it had been occupied by Japan during the Russian Civil War. Oh right, where is Lenin? Well, he never returned to Russia. He stayed in Hungary. Now, let's move on to Western Europe. Back in 1917, strikes paralyzed France. The German army broke through the Western Front, forcing France to exit the war. And when the British forces retreated from France, they took the opportunity to occupy the port of Calais as well. After the war, the monarchist party French Action came to power in 1920 and proclaimed the Fourth Republic. During this time, a new political ideology from Italy spread to France. It was called accelerationism. Accelerationism originated from a poet in Fiume named D'Annunzio. He, dissatisfied with the incompetence of the Italian government, personally led a force to occupy Fiume. By 1924, French Action attempted to restore the monarchy. This triggered intense riots, nearly plunging France into civil war. At this moment, that man, Antonin Artaud. He is a surrealist playwright. During this period of political chaos, gained a large following through years of effort, and launched a coup during the Great Depression in 1931. By 1934, Artaud tore up the constitution of the Fourth Republic in front of the masses, threw it into the Seine River, and declared that Paris would be renamed Metro.